won't be any more of it, that's for sure. And everybody needs to show some respect to each other. And let's see the fight where it should happen.
You know, the theatre, the WWE style build-up, you know, from John Fury is just, you know, it was an act today. It was a parody. He quietened down. You know, I'm glad I didn't know there was perspex.
But yeah, he's very hot-headed, which I think is a good thing for him, but also a bad thing for him. You know, the guy's done time for being hot-headed.
Pull off a miracle right hand. What I'm seeing makes me even more skeptical that that's possible, because he doesn't understand space and distance. He doesn't understand timing and rhythm. He doesn't understand how valuable his right hand is. And it seems like I'm being counterintuitive, because all he's throwing is right hands, but he needs to value that thing. It needs to be, like I said, a weapon of mass destruction. You only bring it out at certain points so Tommy doesn't get a read on it, and also so you don't...
If strongmen, being the strongest man in the world and picking up half a ton meant you was the best fighter of all, everyone would be a world champion, wouldn't they? If being big and strong meant you could fight, everyone would be a world champion. But in this game, it's not about how much weight you can lift. It's not about how strong you are. There's a ton more things to the fight game, and that's what I'm looking to show Eddie.
Tommy's like a pocket rocket, isn't he, compared to him? And I got that body belt, and I'm feeling the power. That's why he wants to do too much range. I can't blame him. You've got to give Eddie all props, because he's not a fighter. He's going to get in with Tommy knowing full well what can happen. And the only thing he's going to try and do is swing.
The pressure is now on John to behave himself. He's distracted. A lot of attention and talk, and I'm quite sure someone will have a word with him at the authority.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's boxing, it's family. John's John. Both goading each other. Both very personal. Both means a lot to everybody. Shouldn't have done it.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the real beef is between Eddie and my dad. You know, that's genuinely what has happened here. I'm only doing this fight because of my dad. So the real beef is between Eddie and my dad, and I'm obviously just stepping up to the plate. Tyson's on a different stratosphere. Basically, Eddie was having a pop between.
John Fury and Eddie Hall just had a heated confrontation at the airport, and what happened next completely changed this entire fight. The footage is spreading everywhere, and fans are picking sides fast.
No, not really. It's thuggish behaviour. John Fury's, I mean, it's boorish, thuggish, unedifying, unpalatable, uncouth, vulgar behaviour. Absolutely. But what do you expect from John Fury? I mean, John Fury's been in prison for gouging someone's eyes out. What did you expect him to do? Convert into a Samaritan? Is it a nice look? No. Was it a nice look over the years in boxing about so many things? This ridiculous sentimentalising of society and expecting everyone to behave in their best version of them.
Here's what's wild about this whole situation. Eddie Hall stayed completely calm while John Fury lost his temper in public. That's not the look you want when you're trying to intimidate someone. Eddie's playing the mental game perfectly.
And then I was just so fed up. I was trying to get in nowhere with these guys. I'm like, look, you talk the talk. You fucking walk around headbutting and smacking people and punching windows and whatever else. I said, well, why don't you guys fucking put your money where your mouth is for once and fucking...
John Fury claims Eddie has no idea what's coming when he faces Tommy. But here's the problem with that trash talk. Eddie Hall is a 140 kg former world's strongest man who genuinely doesn't seem worried about anything the Fury camp is throwing at him.
It's grabbed everybody's attention for various reasons, and they're getting, I mean, Tommy's getting life-changing money, and you know, I can't knock that. You know, you're in the ring, it's a dangerous place to be, and you know, my job is if I see a fight that I feel he can win and I'll put him into it, then I'll do that, and it gets him, you know, gets him further up the ladder. Not only do I think he can win it, I think, you know, obviously you know, this is a high-profile fight, but he's getting a truckload of money for it. So, you know, it ticks all.
Boxing experts are tearing apart Eddie's training footage right now. Wade Plemons says his fundamentals are terrible, and he's relying too much on raw power. But that completely misses the point of why this fight is actually dangerous for Tommy.
To Eddie Hall. The new sparring footage that I just saw is abysmal. I don't know what Eddie's been training. I don't know who has been training him. I know that he has been training, but my goodness, I don't know who with, what they're supposed to be working on or why. But let me just show you what I mean. Eddie Hall, training footage and sparring footage just dropped, and
Tommy keeps talking about how boxing skill beats strength every time. Sounds confident, right? But fans are wondering what happens when a 140 kg monster starts marching forward throwing bombs. That's not something you can just outbox if you get caught.
World's strongest man, amazing. Do you know what I mean? Brilliant. He's fighting Tommy Fury. I thought they were mates. They probably are mates. Probably nothing fucking fortune.
Even Johnny Nelson is calling out John Fury's behavior. He said the emotions completely took over during that airport scene. Meanwhile, Eddie Hall is handling the mental side of this build-up like a seasoned pro. That's a massive red flag for the Fury camp.
I'll watch it. I like Tommy Fury a lot. I'm a Tommy Fury fan. Eddie Hall, I said an Eddie Hall fan. I like the world's strongest man. A lot of respect for him. Of course I'll watch it. I'll watch it as a spectacle in it. It's part of the new bit of circusry that's come into boxing. All these exhibitions, different people from different sports coming in. But for all intents and purposes, as a boxing match, what a load of bollocks. Yeah, I don't think I don't like it too much. But I'll watch it because it's interesting in lots of ways. And I think people find it interesting.
Simon Jordan absolutely destroyed John Fury's airport antics, called it thuggish and unacceptable behavior. But here's what's really happening behind the scenes. Eddie Hall is gaining public support because he's staying composed while the Furies are melting down emotionally.
I mean, won't it? If it's a good, fun event and you take it for what it is, I mean, I wouldn't want to be in it. You know, I wouldn't want to be across the ring from this fella. But notwithstanding it, I'm quite happy for Tommy Fury to get him.
Frank Warren admits this fight has exploded into something nobody expected. The airport confrontation poured gasoline on the fire. Now it's one of the most talked about crossover fights in UK history. The money is getting serious.
Interesting fight. Tommy is obviously a boxer. Eddie can fight as well, though, to be fair. So, yeah.
You've trained with both of them, though.
I've trained with both of them.
What's the skills? What's the breakdown for this one?
Tommy's been boxing all his life, so you would think that the edge should go to Tommy, but Eddie can actually genuinely fight. So.
But get this, Dave Allen pointed out something everyone's thinking but not saying. Both guys are making bank from this drama. What started as friendly entertainment has turned into genuine personal beef, and that changes everything about fight night.
Eddie, when I sparred Eddie, he was what, 140 kg. I don't know how much he's gonna have to be for Tommy. But Tommy should win, innit? Like, he should win. But Eddie Hall, who knows? Who knows? It makes sense for Tommy, innit? It's a good fight.
Tom Aspinall gave the most honest breakdown so far. He's trained with both men and said Eddie Hall genuinely knows how to fight. That's coming from a UFC heavyweight champion. Tommy should win on paper, but one mistake against that much power ends everything instantly. Here's the kicker, though. The real tension isn't even between the fighters anymore. It's between Eddie Hall and John Fury. Tommy almost sounds like he got dragged into family business instead of his own fight. That's not the headspace you want before facing someone this dangerous. So here's where we stand. Eddie Hall walked into this as the underdog strongman trying boxing, but he's completely flipped the script mentally. The Fury camp is emotional and under pressure while Eddie looks relaxed and confident. If he pulls off the upset, it becomes one of the biggest shocks in crossover combat sports history. But if Tommy wins, it proves boxing skill trumps raw power every time. Who do you think handles the pressure better when the bell rings? Drop your prediction in the comments. Smash that like button if this breakdown helped you understand what's really happening. And subscribe because this fight is about to get even crazier.